Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a best of 5 show match between MbL and Hera. And I took the duty and put them out of their comfort zone. So we will see maps that they aren't really familiar with, and we will see them play with civilizations that they aren't really familiar with. Obviously, they played them, but maybe not in a 1v1 scenario for the monies on the line. And I'm excited to see how they will play out. Shall we just jump into game number 1 here? I will see if I had friend Pokal on. Yes, I did. And let's just jump into Land Madness. Some people might not know this map, so I will explain it to you. Standard resources -1 boar, but you have extra berries and deer around the map. The big thing though on this map, you cannot wall on this area. So walling, homophobic. Okay. And yeah, so that should result into more open and aggressive games here. Lily, can you add Vulu to the song? No, but maybe French Danny can. And yeah, at the start, MbL picked the Franks, seeing that amount of berries. Quite a reasonable choice. On the other side, we have Hera going for the Magias. Probably wants to go on to Scouts as well. Where's Arena? Well, we have Pond Arena. It's kind of Arena stylish, right? What map is that? Land Madness. And we'll see how players will expand. You only have some gold, but you have more spots to expand. You cannot really tower up, so going for mass army early on is, I believe, absolutely crucial for this. Can you add to chat to overlay? Oh yeah, we removed that before because I wanted to show the maps to the players. We did that on this stream. And now you are back, guys. And not quick wall your builds on wood? Yeah, you can. But if the enemy is building archers, for example, you cannot go for the big walls. Well, Hera, if you wanted to wall, you needed to wall like this, in between that small area, around here to the front, and then to the edge of the map. That's quite costly, we have to say. Are Frank's berries faster than hunting? Oh, I think no. But we can do the nearly math in between games. Can they build docks? Yeah, and sizes. No, they can't. Only build toy boats. It reminds me of Donut of Boar. Is it possible to build docks? Well, people at the moment at the start didn't know, right? MbL? No loom yet. No, Hera neither, but just a bit behind there. I think both players will go for massive scouts, and then the question is, what is better? +1 attack or 9 HP more? We will find out. Obviously, Hera will be able to do Bloodlines, something that MbL can't. MbL can catch up there with his backsmash upgrades, though. I think the eco advantage is just so much better for the Franks. Although cheaper scouts, I think both civilizations here quite a good choice. The browser's buffering all the time. Maybe try to reduce the quality. Try to change the browser as well. I just met an Age of Empires friend today because we're going to land tomorrow. And he said, yeah, I would love to watch streams. He's like spending a lot of time with this game, but never is watching streams because the quality is too low. And I asked him like, what's your internet connection? Yeah, 100 Mbit. And I was like, did you ever try to go for another browser? And no. Well, okay. Let's wish him all the best. Tell us about the 60k league. well, it's a tournament happening pretty soon. The registration is already open, will be left over for 10 days. Exactly. Do the best thing and just watch Talk of the Empire. We had Zero Empires there as my co-host and the Viper there. And we talked about that tournament and this apartment cup. It's going to be very big. I'm super motivated to cast it, to maybe play it, but just to be a part of the community at the moment. First small win by Hera, was up earlier and took that doubling of the damage output there and just snagged one villager. Denied some time here in the MbL. Played the kind of slow approach here, but still. And we're now kind of with the early spearman. It's not slow, obviously. In quotes. Yeah, and then he said, yeah, I have a laptop that is 7 years old. So maybe it might be that. And I was like, really heavy breathing. Like, I'm not sure if I could live without Age of Empires streams at the moment. I don't think so. Just so beautiful to be alive at this time. See Age of Empires things happening every single day. And, oh, so nice. Now going for the houses here. I believe Khmer honestly wouldn't be too bad. If you can never wall your villages anyways, just build 2 houses. Huh. Just break in to the castle's players' homes to watch live. Ah, that makes so much sense. Yeah. Also get to see the world. Yeah, true stuff. 7 military for MbL. He went for quite a lot of spearmen, but not that many scouts. So kind of losing the first villager kind of put some anxiety in his head. And he plays this very defensively. So Hera will take control of the game for now. How does he play? I don't understand the question, but I will answer with his hands. 4 spears? No, I think it's more, right? I already count 5, and we have 4 scouts. I know, right? I had no idea this community existed about 1.5 years ago. Glad I found it. Well, I'm active part of this community since like 2002 or something. So I knew always that it existed, but it's so nice to see it grow. He overreacted, I guess. Well, he didn't want to take any more losses. Now the spearman going back. He needs to attack though. Now taking 3 hits without fighting back. And at the moment, KD 1, 2, 2. MbL somewhat active here as well. Now housed. And switching over to gold. Those houses mainly to scout at the moment. I could have a lot of fun with $100. Well, a lot of people can have a lot of fun with a lot of money. Thanks for being around, Glocken, and let us share. Is it the winner takes all? No. They agreed on 80-20 splits. So $80 for first, $20 for Hera. Second. Double archery range flying in. Some more spearman kills, some more scout kills as well. And this is the map that I said, it's so open. Scouts are so strong on this map. You can really go for a lot of aggression. And second stable out of MbL. He really is going for it. Some people would make an argument to 2 hits against that scout, but only after getting that villager. And now the blacksmith is coming in. And that's what I want to say. Some people would make the argument to go for blacksmiths before the second stable. We will see how efficient the archers will be. More walling will be tricky. 1 scout has to go down here. And yes, indeed he does. No more upgrades at the moment from Hera. He will try to defend this archer spearman style. Where do I find the spectator mod that states the statistics in-game? If you're playing on Woobly, try to go for spectator overlay or spectator dashboard. And then you have all those beautiful numbers providing us with all the insight that we need, and it even has more statistics. If I scroll here, how much food would they already got, how much units they created. KD is 12 cav at the moment against 3 cav, for example. If I didn't see that MbL was going for scouts, I now knew how much resources they have, and so forth and so on. The only problem is to get back into the original thingy, but now we are there. So Boobly is the way to go. Oh, and now archer range there with some skirmishes. MbL will play this full feudal age, it seems. On the other side, Mr. Hera, 500 food, 100 gold. So he will try to get a reasonable castle age transition, but I think he could get punished here. Is the NAC trailer and MbL edition out yet? I have a trailer, including MbL. The thing is, should I really upload it? Because then all the views and upvotes that I had on the initial one will get kind of negated, right? So every time I will show the trailer on my stream now, I will use the MbL version. But I think I won't upload the MbL version till like shortly before the event actually happening. Lily, what do you think about this team for ECL? Me, Cloud, Daniel, Berg, Chart, and maybe Stark. Good luck, have fun. I don't see great communication and great team play there and great practice, especially with time zone problems and the players. But skill-wise, very strong team. MbL not doing enough damage here, and Hera, well, he didn't lose enough villagers. Well, as we kind of analyzed yesterday, there are still kind of 2 spots to be grabbed. Now this defense upgrade here for the Spearman, already having the +1 obviously. And MbL keeps attacking, now has enough resources to click up to Castle Age pretty soon as well. I think that he could have done more damage if he went full Castle Age, but obviously tough to judge. Human defense is real. And raiding summer farms, MbL 1 villager ahead, but well, kind of 1 villager behind in Castle Age there. Timing, so very even. We'll get that one. Nice passing of the villager, and now run to the left hand side. Good job by him, he keeps the aggression. We'll lose some stuff at the front, but we'll revenge that. He's queuing up, some more skirmishes, 1 spearman. Trying to stay active here, gets another villager. MbL, now the more aggressive guy. Hera losing all his archers there in this big engagement while I was trying to flame Project Belgium. Put him kind of into the spot where defending is a bit more difficult. And this villager will die as well. Nice microback. Oh, I said the villager will die, but beautiful move. Fighting with her at the front, then clicking back on the trees here. Therefore, she kind of teleports through. Spearman coming to help. Nice move. MbL will have some problems. And yeah, indeed, he didn't lose all the archers. He is coming around. How did MbL see that? Oh, moving those villagers away. Beautiful move. Not a lot of farmers, elite skirmishers. And didn't MbL said he is the new reformed one, not going skirmishers and towers every game? Well, skirmishers is his choice now against the Magias for sure. At the moment, Hera with those crossbowmen will be super efficient skirmishes, +1 finish, but +1 attack, still not around. Not a lot of upgrades there. Let's take a look how he's trying to fight this off. Elite skirmish upgrade will finish now. Scouts losing their lives on the +1 defense on them as well. In the end, all the archers will go down, but villager count will be better for Hera here. Even losing some more villagers here. This is the tricky part of this map where you don't really control that much wood. Needs to get those villagers in, and scouts will die. 4 villager difference, military slight advantage here for MbL. But it feels like Hera, now with his transition into CA, in somewhat of a fine spot. Sending villagers to the front to get another TC up. Did he buy stone? Looks like it indeed. At the moment, no golden income for him, so car production won't really run in perfectly. And MbL, no lumber camps. Well, he still has one, but he pulled away all his villagers. But I felt like if he did not do that, it would have been so much worth. Hera is a Muslim. Oh, I didn't know that. Hours of fasting. Well, thing is, when I was a teacher, like 2 months ago, we had Ramadan last summer as well, and people regularly like fell off seats, couldn't concentrate because they were up all night, didn't drink, didn't eat. It was like really several weeks of very bad school time for us teachers as well. Simply because the students were so much less concentrated. Yeah. Pile of seats. Well, never in my class, but I heard of other, like at my school. It's just religious. When will religion be abolished? Will take us quite some time. I think my prediction is never. I think religion will never be abolished. Maybe make classes smaller so that the concentration of students is higher. That's actually a hoax. And like the Hera study said that it does not result into better lessons if the group is smaller. Group size 12 to 25. It's totally even. And yeah, you can't get lower than 12. Kind of counterintuitive, but that's what studies have shown. Everyone else feels completely, like everyone says that cannot be true. And when I read it, I was completely puzzled as well, but feels weird. The average IQ increases within time, then I think it will. Oh god, that's I believe so wrong on so many levels. Like, for starters, IQ tests are not measuring intelligence. Secondly, why would the IQ or the intelligence increase? And why would non-intelligent people be more religious? But, well, okay. Let's focus a bit more on the game. Hera is playing quite a nice harassment with the CA. Going to that frontier. Only has 800 gold on that left, though. Did he scout the gold in the back? No, he did not. So kind of needs to expand. What other gold spot did he see? Not this one. So needs to go more in the center MbL. In the meanwhile, he's going for mainly skirmishes. And we should start to maybe focus on this game. Because actually Hera is in such a good position already here that I kind of trash talked a bit here. +1 defense for Hera now, so he wants to add some more knights himself, maybe to counter the skirmishes, but for now, mainly archer rangers here, 3 out already. Spearman at the front will die, and those villagers, ooh, where did they want to go? I have no idea what their plan was. Oh, defensive castle over here. Skirmishers still around to defend. Okay. I don't think science is a religion as well. Oh, heresy. Heresy for all people would be so nice. Another TC MbL. How many is he going for? 3? Okay, that's only number 4. Okay, that still makes kind of sense. +1 defense, +2 attack, obviously being Magias. Now 60 villager advantage here for Hera, going for more skirmishers. And +2 defense here now as well. Is he adding a second stable? Oh, exactly doing that. I thought like it would kind of be the timing to add a second stable to go for the kill against all the skirmishers. MbL does not have enough buffer in front of those, so will be a tricky spot. On the other side, we have 3 TGs running for Hera. Now went for that gold spot, did not need to expand further forward. And he has enough stone now for a castle. Will he try to... Well, that's a pretty defensive one. I felt with his army advantage, he also could have tried to put more in the face of MbL. Maybe like over here, try to... lock the stables off, try to go for some more harassment. Thumbring now for the CA, helping them out so much. Defensive castle for MbL, so they kind of want to drag this out. MbL, I can see why, being behind in villagers, kind of needs to make this into the longer game. Maybe hope to get into MbL, and he is securing the right hand side corner that has quite a lot of extra gold spots and even some gold for him left. Did he see that? Let's find out. No idea about that. At the moment he only knows about those two, but maybe scout later on could help him.
Rogan?
Hard. Welcome guys. I'm casting a game of one of your boys, AM. Or should I say one of our boys. Again, Hera in the best of 5. We are in game number 1 and does not look too great for MbL here. Hera going for the mass CA and some knight strategy, now adding some light cap in because we are playing here on Land Madness. Having not the most gold, and MbL not in the greatest spot, will get raided here quite a bit. Loses all the villagers without the greatest reaction, and at the moment Hera is just toying with him. Just felt like from the start he was nicely ahead, and we'll see. Now building the second castle. Oh, at the right hand side. So both players kind of prefer to build the castles on hills instead of kind of in the center areas. MbL would need God now. That's so true. Chat was talking about religion for quite a bit. Guys, I know that a healthy conversation is kind of fun, but make sure to not insult anyone, otherwise we need to start the timeout hammer here a bit. And if you want to have like public conversations, that's totally fine. Use the PM function of Twitch as well. At the same time, MbL needs to get his quick walls done, but how can you really quick wall against CA here? Most of the CA is still a bit far back, will take some losses. That castle of Hera might actually go up. MbL, no, he's just right clicking it. Well, except 3-4 more villager losses, but the castle will go up. I believe Hera needs to get this done. Okay, Doubtbus, I give you the last warning. $70 here, Hera on the way to MbL, guys. Up to 45 pop ahead. That's not really going to happen. Let's see. Even a nice food eco behind that as well. Castle number 3 now. He's controlling so much of all the area. They should split money based on 1 games. No, I absolutely hate to cast game number 4 and 5 as the score is already 3-0. So for a small second I tried to consider that, but did not happen. If he reaches Imp, MbL will resign. Not totally unrealistic there. Where can I see teams for ECL? ECL sign up is still open for roughly 10 more days, so at the moment you can't. But just rewatch the Talk of the Empire from yesterday evening, and then you might have a good idea what the teams will be. MbL did add some stables in the back, but needs to run so much with the villagers. This is a tough one for him. We are now switching into Spearmen. That's actually something that MbL could somehow deal with. Magia Hasa's now around the corner though. Some raids over here. Oh god, this map is just so brutal. Once you're on the back foot and your opponent knows how to macro, this is just so tough to play on. And now getting on PLH. MbL is on the way to PLH himself though, so we'll try to play this out. What is MbL going for? He does not even have a barracks at the moment, so the real pikeman defense isn't really an option here. MbL won't resign unless less than 100 pop. Well, we will see. Magia Hasa raid is now coming all around. CAs at the top as well. Chivalry. Do you mean Cavaliers? Or the speed upgrade? Oh, that's a good question. I believe that has to be the castle upgrade. Pretty soon, yeah. Because the +1 range for the X-Men is the imp upgrade. Now taking the castle at the front, MbL 130 out of 130 desperately needs more houses. At the moment, still trying to defend. He actually is doing his very best. Honestly, like a lesser player would already have been so out of this game. Oh, and I will need to ban someone. I initially only wanted to time him out, but that's enough. Okay, and here we go, guys. Insult-free stream, please. Castle at the front going down. Chivalry is indeed trying to be researched, but in the side castle, and I believe that's the castle age upgrade. You should get some mods that you can focus on the game. That's a good idea, buddy. Okay, and now we have the attack in the center. MbL is getting up onto Cavaliers, but heavily behind Slim Pop. 60 pop behind. Now we see the Halberdier switch as well. MbL going for Skirmisher Cavaliers though, but only one archer range, so the the Skirmisher count won't really be that high. And another castle going down. 130 out of 125 if this castle falls. This is tricky. Oh, look at all those traps. I believe this engagement, if he loses this castle, this kind of has to be the GG finally. It felt like an uphill battle all game long here for MbL. Hera played this so aggressively with all the raids all game long around. And look at those traps, even ignoring the front castle, trying to go for the back TC. Pop 180 against Pop 124 and GG. Sorry for being so distracted, and yeah, I'm quite surprised that there was so much hate in this game in my chat. So I have like 10-12 moderators, but seems like not all of them were on, none of them were around. So I took things in my own hands. Was kind of distracted during the game, but I will try to give you the recap from still what I saw. Hera up 1 pop earlier, got the nice villager kill here. Therefore MbL went into a lot of spearmen. The stable never really had the aggression. Tried to go for the attack, but nice defensive tower from Hera. Still had the archers. And then his just only 30-second earlier castle age, but still with a lot of archers. Then he had all the aggression over here. MbL needed to evacuate. Did kill quite a lot of army, all the villagers. And from there on, MbL on the back foot and couldn't really come back because Magias are so mobile going for knights, cavaliers, the CA running around, and all the raids. And on this map, it's simply impossible to wall up. I think going for a very strong civilization at the start is just absolutely crucial here. And both went for that. A bit of a better start for Hera and a nice, yeah, shading at home by him. And achievements. Military count. More kills for Hera, mainly villagers there as well. His eco obviously is so much better. MbL always needed to garrison, ungarrison. Look at that, the timings were pretty close, but that was enough. That was all that was needed for Hera to both times have the advantage. Look at that, just caught the Kasi, still at the army, lost quite a bit there, but the eco of MbL really suffered there. Not the actual villager count, but just having them idle for so long. MbL went too heavy on scouts. Well, he couldn't really do too much with the scout. I don't mind that he went for that amount. Maybe a bit more skirms, maybe run around. He probably didn't have enough skirms and archers with it. Hera coming? Potentially. And Civ picks, so we are out of Magiars and out of Franks now and going into Pawned Arena. I kind of think Byzantines are pretty strong here. Oh no, Malay are pretty strong. I think Vikings are the worst. Maybe Britons, we will see. I think MbL does not have the greatest civs for this, and well, to just think about, give a guy, well, I don't want to flame him too much, but I think he took one of the worst civilizations he could go for. Pawned Arena is map number 2. I will get a sip of my sugar water, sugar-free water. Ah. Oh, if MbL and Hera are in the same team for ECL, that would be a lot. Check spam, PogChamp because next map is Pawned Arena. Okay, we will see how this will play out. MbL is picking Vikings. It's Civ that I said is super bad on this map. Simply because you cannot go for fire galleys. So your enemy always will have the better fish boom. I absolutely have no idea why you would go for that. And Hera is taking a beautiful civilization for the fast rush and a beautiful civilization for arena. So kind of the strongest civ probably for this map. For everyone who doesn't know this map, this is kind of arena with a pond in the middle, and therefore we call it Pawned Arena. But does Hera know about fire galleys? Well, we will see about that. Certainly knows about deers and how to push them. Does anyone have Vikings in their draft? Yes, they did. This map is so cute. Yeah. I forced them to play the maps that I consider to be potential maps for Nilly's Apartment Cup. Obviously we have set maps like Gold Rush, Arabia, Regicide Fortress already included. And well, we will see if we can get other maps as well. In the end I want to have a map pool of 11 maps, so that you always have the option to ban at least one for the best of 9 series that we will have on day 8 of the tournament. Day 8! What is happening? Do we have... yeah, we have an 8-day tournament. That's so sick. Oh. Ghost Lake? Very unlikely. I don't really see a benefit for Ghost Lake. Who won King of the Hippo? Klavskis. This is a very nice map for NAC. Well, it allows strategies, right? But I had this map in one Showmatch, and we kind of have 10-minute downtime in this. After the Grush is won, kind of nothing is happening till both players are mid castle age or semi-early castle age. So maybe this isn't the best map, but I will find it out. I will give it, I would say, 2 more tries, including this one. And then I will make my final mind. Lily's apartment coming to Brazos. I'm not sure if Brazos will allow it, right? Because we will have matches like MbL against Viper. And I think they aren't allowed to stream rape. Ooh, that was dangerous. But yes, I was racist. I should really be a bit more careful with my things on Twitch. But, well, Spring taught me well. Okay, let's see. 39 HP against 36 HP. MbL is running at the moment. He is up earlier. And he only went for 2 finishes. The question is, will he try to go? This looks like a normal Grush out of him. Can you play like Grush and demos? Hera is scouting that front. He will be going up as well. I believe they will reach field age kind of at the same time. And indeed, Hera up 5 seconds earlier. 2 more pops. That's simply the power of melee. And the question will be, MbL, will he go for galleys? And I'm already getting a message here. Hello, this is Paul from Twitch. Oof, okay, I will read that later. Well, I'm taking everything back. What weird is happening here? Don't know. And he is on gold with only 3, Hera, that is. And only 1 dog, so Fire Galley coming out. And MbL starting with double demo. Oh no, that's not how it works. Does he want to invest 2 demos to kill 1 Fire Galley? Hera at the same time, a lot of food. And only 3 on gold. And no second dog. So I believe both will lose all their fishing ship. 1 demo against 1 fire galley. Well, the demo loses its life and kills like 70% of the HP from the fire galley. So yeah, he needs real galleys behind that. Only 1 dog for Hera, yeah. So his castle age will be so much earlier as well. MbL needs to drop this off. No. And he's sending the... Oh, and now Hera's in. Could get a scout off. We wanted to. Demos to kill fish. No, I think MbL will just garrison. And... yeah, we'll try to go for a bigger army. Now should only invest 1 demo in a galley. Okay, so does roughly 75 damage. Kind of weird. Okay, we'll invest into that. So 70 damage. It is okay. Sniping down 1 galley, and now he is up to 5 galleys pretty soon. And that's microable. Up to 5 galleys? Well, you cannot run too long. And at the same time, Hera, he's going on galleys now. Oh, okay. So MbL will win the water. Some more shot into scout. Against the scout. Where is MbL's scout at the moment? Okay, around here. 33 HP, needs to fight back. Every HP can... Oh, no loom yet. Uh-oh, to my hits. No. Okay, now he kills the scout. Will he lose the villager? 3 HP on her. So will be the change scout against villager. Good for Hera. Wasn't much to scout anyways, and just take 1 win and force MbL to do loom as well. Is the Vikings appear on water confirmed? Well, not really. I think having misplay here from Hera kind of forced this game to look this way. KD at the moment 8-3, and I think just 3 more galleys could have done. I think I would have added 3 more galleys and only then went for fishing ship. MbL is adding 1 more and adding 2 fishing ships, so kind of makes sense. Hera still going for 2 fire galleys. If he gets up to 4 fire galleys, this is tricky. The thing that MbL should do now is focus on 1 dock, because he really wants to kill 1 to limit the production instead of trying to split this up. Let's see how he micros. Okay, 1 down, and MbL's HP, 2 galleys very low here. Oh, misclick! And didn't click that back, and now it's getting more and more tricky, and that's why I said I would add still 3 more galleys. More fire galleys in production, and MbL is going for 2 more galleys now. Kind of low on wood, did add a lot of farms. Let's take a look. We have 450 food, 400 gold here on the other side. Roughly the same, but melee bonus will kick in. Ah, this will be a quite interesting game, I have to say. The discussion for water balance, kind of tricky over and over again. It's not the most entertaining thing. That's why we never see like people really enjoying water only maps. I asked all the 6 players what maps do you want to see, and only Leary said I wouldn't mind something like Rooster or Team Islands. All the other 5 players heavily argued for other stuff. Dowd, for example, said I want Arabia only tournament. Well, that's not going to happen, and what not going to happen either is that MbL will lose all his galleys here, because he's microing this quite nicely. Already 1 down, we'll get more volleys up here against the right one. Now back to the middle one. That looks pretty solid. He's saving those fishing ship as well. And at the same time, Hera, he now stopped the production. Is he on stone? Well, he is going on to that now, because Karambits could be a pretty sexy unit as well. MbL will be up to the castle age 2 minutes later. Eco, somewhat similar. Oh well, Hera is ahead. I think he doesn't have... No, he doesn't have wheelbarrow. And now sending 1 villager out here. Could maybe go for some aggression at the site. MbL sending villagers over? What's going on here? Kind of surprising to me. He probably wants to build a TC outside here. Oh, he's going on stone? Outside stone? Oh. Well, that's hashtag unfortunate. Okay, he's now sending back his scout. And he might send all the villagers back now. From out here. Ah, well. Okay, enough galleys now. Hera is actually getting war galley upgrade? Did he finish that? I was trying to research it, but that makes very little sense to me. Huh. Okay, 1 STC for Hera, make that 2 STCs. Actually, 1 tile away from the woodline, something we don't see too often. Now going for wheelbarrow and the gold upgrade. And 1 monk here. Instantly scouted by MbL, gets the monk, can get the villagers, I believe. 33 HP against 40 HP. Think that could be his win. Also upgrade now by MbL, obviously with reaching castle age and being the Vikings, he instantly gets handcard. So sweet stuff for him here. Let's take a look. Tries to go for the fight, and well, we'll get more kills. At the same time, the monk will come around. I think he should not lose this one. MbL going for Bodkin, arrow, and the monk gathered into the on his tree first. 3 TCs running for Hera. MbL leading the score. He has 2 TCs running. We'll go for 3rd TC over here. Handcart eco and some nice 7 fishing ship for him as well. And the possibility to maybe go for some annoying raids as well. If you just think about it, Hera always needs to come around the side where MbL is already building some scouts to get some more scouting intel. Good stuff here. But MbL can just go through the center, land 10 villagers, and bam! Doubt castle over here. For example, just an idea. I feel like MbL overinvested in Navy right now. Or am I wrong? Well, this is kind of tough, right? If you play galleys against fire galleys. If you build too few, you can get cleared up. If you build too many, and your enemy isn't producing anymore, then it looks like you overinvested. But you can never underinvest. It's such a tricky thing. MbL saw that the relic is picked up, will try to run in and will easily snag that monk, but the monk will probably drop off the relic indeed. So we'll get the gold back eventually. Nice map control here by MbL. Defensive castle by Hera, and MbL is seeing that. Shouldn't get too scared by that castle, honestly. Won't really allow a retake on the pond. In general, retaking the pond with melee will be tricky, although he could maybe go for a harbor rush here. Wouldn't that be something, guys? Just harbors all around this. Yeah, that would be so pretty. I don't think that we will see that though. Okay, how much stone does he have? 277. So next castle will wait. We'll need to wait quite some time. +1 defense, so it will be the Karambit production here. But what can he really do? Queuing up 9 now. On the other side, MbL building some houses, getting university, and he is going for the 4 TC boom. Not trying to pick up some relics of his own. Still has a lot of map control. Karambit production now on the outside. Interesting scenario. Can he really do anything with that? With those? Don't really think so. Eco now better for MbL. He took over. Military production obviously not really existent though. At least not on land. Yeah, feels like we won't see harbors here, guys. Okay, all the attack will come to the left hand side. Makes a lot of sense here from Hera, since gold spots and stone spots are on that side. Another relic, main gold spot from MbL as well. He is up to Imperial Age and he will go on to Arbalest, but I want to see more villagers on gold. To do that, he's sending some here now. Probably another mining camp over here would make quite some sense. And hey, streams cheating without delay. Good job by him. Is he sitting next to me? Oh, not yet. +1 defense. Really shows you that he is not having the greatest gold amounts. MbL even selling some more food. And oh, not scouting that castle going up. And even then, could you really deny that one? And now sending galleys over. This guy is really on point here. Everything that I want to see, he instantly does. And well, we'll run into that castle, so that's not the nicest thing ever. But even then, can you really deny this? He only has 7 range here. Not having the wall galley upgrade yet. Could maybe... well... yeah, just retreat. Makes the most sense, I believe. So, somewhat the possibility for Hera to take water control back again. Take a look at his resources. Well, could build 2 docks. But no upgrade yet. Castles front will go for more and is adding 2 patterns. But what will those 2 patterns really do? They will mainly run into the castle. Cannot really go too close here. Over here, MbL is somewhat walled. Would love to see 1 more house here, 1 more house here. And then it gets tricky. MbL just should put some of his galleys. Maybe even add some longboats, if you ask me. And Hera? Laughing? Ah, losing the monk there. Oh, what was going on? Did she lead something? Not really.
Apa syasananya, Baginda?
Let's ask him what happened. 2 scouts maybe? Not sure. MbL, Crossbowman, Thumbring, want to see Arbalest and Botkin pretty soon. And now the Karambit spam might happen. 6 more villagers on the side for Hera. Chat off. Okay, and let's all agree on chat off. Arbalest chemistry. MbL, I think, being over here. Be really clever. 1 trap. Is going outside there really the good thing? I think building another gate would have been my option. I would be so scared that suddenly 60 Karambits are just running in. I love the walls at the right hand side. Secures him more ground in front of his monastery. Gets him some control over that gold spot. Absolutely love that. Galley is still around here. Now going for the war galley upgrade as well. And MbL is camping this. Question will be the Pop 200 army. Which one is stronger? The Viking Arbalest, maybe with the Shep Meat Shield in front, or the Mass Karambits. Love, absolutely love that MbL is now taking cannon galleons. Oh, docks, no harbors yet. Fire ship. And MbL, he should maybe add some longboats. Longboats would be the better option than war galleys now. And he should easily snipe those. Still has 3 demo ship there in the back as well. I think Hera cannot take water back. It's only fire ship, not fast fire ship as well. Got more docks at the side, and now how's that upgrade called? Telesocracy. Telesocracy. Well, the harbor upgrade. Let's call it the harbor upgrade. Now they're starting to shoot. 1 down though. 6 damage, 7 range. MbL quickly needs to get those cannon guns up. He has to. The fire ship not doing much. Cannon galleons, beautiful addition. MbL. I still fear that one being open. Petards now coming in. Need to get some quick walls. Houses there, houses here, houses there. Beautiful quick move. I think Stonewalls behind that would be pretty clever. This is still open. MbL, quick wall behind this. They need to abort. No, this is open. MbL can even maybe wall behind this. This is so ugly for him. The ship cannot really help out. Some Stonewalls over here. Arbalest needs to run. This was so important that that would not happen. The Karambits, what can they do? Do we maybe see a second layer? Where are the ship not really helping out? Arbalest still at the front. This is what we absolutely needed to prevent. Lot of Karambits going down, but lots of Arbalest as well. Traps under danger as well. The ship not helping out, trying to protect the cannon galleons at the front. Trap 1 down, trap 2 down. And, well, he at least got the second row of walls finishing. So eventually, well, those Karambits will just die against the castle fire. Arbalest production, he saved quite a bit of them. And I only see 2 traps around. This was still somewhat okay-ish. Wasn't great. He really wanted to have this vault, but okay-ish. Cannon guns at the side. What can they do against the traps? Not really having the range here, and now the side attacks comes from the left. MbL losing those 2 traps was really, really costly for him. He sees the attack will come from the left-hand side. Arbalest count at the moment at only 11. Well, not enough. But maybe killing all the castles could be an option. 1 castle down, 2nd castle will go down as well. Oh, that trap is a bit more on the optimistic side. I believe MbL will lose that castle, but he can just sit back, controlling 1 gold spot here. He can block quite a lot of the eco as well. Can kill that castle as well. The monastery here. Elite cannon galleons even. 15 range. That can do something. Castle and siege workshop. Rams could be pretty ugly. Something that MbL cannot answer at the moment. Arbalest count? I would say reasonable. Pretty interesting map here. Lots of very deep strategic decisions to be made. At the moment, map that I consider to add. Still solid walls here. No gate. Monk trying to find him some more relics. Not really happening. MbL deleting some of his fishing ship. And a pause. They're gonna win this with water, but we will see. At Calvin's map Pond Arena. Well, people know that it's Pond Arena. Oh, Axolo. Nice joke there. Didn't know that you were around as well. Maybe could have cut those trees with the traps. Would have been a good option. Oh, and those traps, they don't want to be exposed there. And we are now going for the traps. Kind of makes sense. One down. Could do some pre-damage against all the karambits. Well, he can do that after killing the trap. This trap will go down. Galleon upgrade now coming. Still would love to see some longboats. But well, if you can upgrade to Galleon, that's completely fine as well. Hera needed a small pause. You already cut down trees? Not really, right? Yeah, that's the truth. So he couldn't really get in. He needed to like this and get into those two. That's a trick for mid-tier players, I believe. If you don't want to cut, you just click every tree once, and then he needs to send villagers. Okay, some aggression on the right-hand side could really be beneficial for Hera. Need some siege over there, though. Oh, bombard cannons. Those are nice as well. And the beautiful thing for MbL is always he can just go in, do some guaranteed damage. And if Hera feels like committing, he can just fall back onto his galleons as well. Oh, there's so much going down. Look at that range. Suddenly we are down to only one castle. Oh, Arbalest! MbL playing this so clever. Absolutely love that. Oh, bombard cannons here, not getting focused down. MbL, nice micro, will eat some shots, but always will do some damage against our player from Canada. MbL 20 pop ahead at the moment. We'll get some nice snipes. Karambits now moving in. I believe they cannot really take a fight. That's why we see the switch into skirmishers here. But they don't have the greatest upgrades yet. Bot cannon arrow upgrade only now coming in. One beautiful snipe against the bombard cannon here. And now going back again. Letting the galleons help. Nice move here by MbL. Really abusing the fact that he has so much control. Oh, do we have another castle here? No, that's just one patrol. Would love to see him go for some light cav raiding at the right hand side. Problem a bit is that MbL is kind of open in the center here, but look at that. Triple castle and berserks. Oh, Yuan OP must be so happy. Unit that we don't see too often. But probably a good spot for it. Especially against skirmishes, they perform very nicely. Now the traps around as well. With 17 range here. MbL, he feels like, okay, you cannot really push me. I will just go and try to counterattack, but actually, well, you can push me. So I better keep patrolling here. Now that's quite a solid defense. Walling another layer behind there. Karambits, well, they are just so bad against castle fire. And look at that, 3 castles around. The berserks are completely chewing through them. Look at that, they didn't do a single slice yet and already lost 10 of their friends. Ay, 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 ay. Tough scenario here. Tough scenario for Hera to really keep staying efficient. Bombard cannons now against bombards or cannon galleons. Nice move here. Some villagers are going down, but oh, that was simply 35 karambits here. Completely thrown away in exchange of maybe like 2 berserks, 5 villagers or something, maybe even less. Same time, bombard cannons were lost. Berserkers now trying to charge in against the bombard cannons. Maybe some rams for MbL? Or will he just stay on the traps? Makes a lot of sense as well.
Suka Baginda.
Couches will be forever meme, thanks. What? Lumbering and +2 defense for Hera now. Skirms are reasonably strong now. Bombard cannons are just pretty nice. MbL, I would love to see a gate here and just some control over here. Not a lot that Hera has to defend here. His eco still 120 villagers though. That's quite solid. Lots of units losing their lives here. Let's take a look at the bombard cannons. Well, they obviously shoot so much faster, so it's so much easier to micro them. Cannon galleons getting some damage done though. Arbalest needs to fall back. Ugly spot here, MbL. Ah, yeah, that was a solid 10-15 Arbalest wasted there. Monk will get one instant conversion. There's the gate. I feel like Coach Neely today. MbL doing everything that I'm saying on stream. Good stuff. Hera needs a couple of houses. 171 out of 194? Oh, he lost the starting TC. What is this? 194? 195? Empires doesn't really know what it wants. Now another attack here. Berserks now going for the big fight. Army count is 70 to 86, but that's actually higher because in the end it's, well, 70 Karambits as well. Couches instead of coaches. Okay. Okay, I didn't realize that. Well, I'm an entertainer. What can I do? Oh, and those two Karambits going down. Skirmishes not really helping out, but bombard cannons. Look at that amount. 6 bombard cannons as well. They're really going for some kills. And MbL, he decides, okay, well, I cannot really engage into that. But your push isn't the fastest at all times. So let's just go for the big counterattack into your open eco. And MbL still going for the mass abuse. Let's take a look, can the cannon galleons reach that 15 range? Seems like barely not enough. Here. That you see, what? Won't have the greatest day. Doubt to see. Not going up. And now we see Karambits against Berserks. MbL trying to regroup a bit more. And those raids are just so deadly. Look at that. He just was at 120 villagers. That will drop below 100 for sure. We'll lose some more over here. Lost all his Karambits. And suddenly he's at pop 155. From, well, pop 200 just 2-3 minutes ago. And those villagers, a lot of them dying as well. And I believe they will not be able to defend that TC. Berserk's now trying to focus that one down. This TC is under threat. The next raid probably coming in over here as well. MbL's playing this quite nice and aggressively. Karambits around. Can they get some kills in? Berserk's coming to defend that as well. This looks like MbL's win. But still, mass bombard cannons and well protected at the moment. So makes that kind of tricky as well. Oh god, but villager count now down to 83. Rally count 222 at the moment. One neutral, one over here. And MbL finally getting back onto his main gold spot. One cast of Hera will go down. He's trying to run over and defend. Still now at 2. Oh, wanted to get the big demo hit in, but not going to happen. And TG for Hera. Nice, lame, and that's a compliment. Lame play by MbL. Abusing the water beautifully. Cannon galleons around, enough galleons in general. Then camping this out. Arbalest, nice movement, always luring them in. And then seeing, okay, you're camping the left hand side. I will just control your center. And he will take that win with, I believe, a poor Civ choice. But a good execution, mainly because Hera didn't commit into 2 dogs there as well. I think that could have been nice for him. And the 1-1 here is exactly what we want. Nice commentary. Thanks! Nice viewer. Warning against Karambits. Well, Stonewall's clearly helped. And Hera never could really go for the run by. He went for 1. And that miserably failed. Nice, calm and collected play by our Aftermath player. Tiff picks. We are now out of Malay and out of Vikings. So looking into Chaos Pit, Golden Hill and Serengeti. Chaos Pit, probably Byzantines for Hera. Quite an easy choice. And kind of easy choice Celts. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, actually Byzantines are pretty good for Golden Hill as well. Oh, tricky. I think Byzantines honestly are a good civ here. So maybe Hera will go Spanish for... They still have a solid tower rush for Chaos Pit. And Incas for Serengeti? Would make some sense. Huh. I'm curious what they have in store for us. Let's read the chat and see what you beautiful people have to say. Awesome best of 5 until now. Yeah. I like when a series starts with the 1-1. I'm watching 360p, my eyes are crying. Oh, I feel you, mate. Nice shirt. Thanks. It's one of my straight back shirts. It's so tight, and whenever I sit like this, you can see my belly. So I always need to sit more tight, more straight. Lugly, hey. What kind of map is Land Madness? Just watch the VOD. Game number 1. Yeah, Glocken, you're beautiful. Most people are beautiful. The problem with this map, water control wins it? Not true. Simply not true. Really looking like a real teacher. Actually, I was wearing quite a lot of shirts. Okay, let's jump into the laming, because game number 3 is starting already here on Chaos Pity. And it's MbL playing the Slavs, and he is already starting to lame his own deer. I have no idea why, but that's what he's doing. He did start and go quite a lot to the front. 3 months, nearly a boy. Really love your stream. Thanks, great work. And AC hype. And Hera is indeed playing the Byzantines. For everyone who doesn't know this map, we are fighting in the center against each other here. And I have still no idea why MbL killed his... Ah! This is the map with double deer. And he thought, okay, that has to be mine, so I better lame yours. Okay, what version are they playing? SY and C Chaos Pit. We have restarts?
No.
We didn't agree on any. Okay. So, just a small trick, guys. If you want to play Chaos Pit and want to get to the outside faster, you build your lumber camp 1 tile away, so that the villagers can instantly work between the wood line and the lumber camp. This way, this just takes so much longer. Most players don't know that because they're noobs. Oh, this map. Set off. And so MbL with 3 less deer here. And, well, Hera will just casually push them. Who was the donator to bring MbL to NAC? He wanted to stay anonymous. So I will respect that. Actually, we're kind of 2 guys. One guy donated 1,000 euros and wanted MbL there, but I told him that's not going to happen. And then another guy came and said, like, okay, I will take whatever cost. And in the end, he paid $1.4K. We did another hotel room and flights. Unlucky for Hera, he can't cut outside because of that gold. It depends on where he wants to go, right? But yeah, it's not a good spot. You never want to, like this one is only 3 tiles. This one is only 3 tiles as well. But you shouldn't really chop the left-hand side because it's 4 tiles. So A lot of inexperience here by both players on this map. And well, now starting to wall the stone spots. MbL is going to Hamburg. Yes, indeed. We'll have him there. Yesterday we booked the flights and the hotel. I wonder if Fast Castle still works with Waterloo Kingdoms. Well, it's way worse. What is NAC? It's a tournament that will happen in my apartment in July, and we will have the 6 best European players battling it out for 8 days, Sunday to Sunday. 6 days of group stage, 2 days of finals, and it will not overlap with the FIFA Football World Cup. And I couldn't be more excited. We'll have so many games during that time. Ah, will just be beautiful. Just think about it, guys. Oh, Tato playing against Jordan and Doubt and Viper co-casting or casting. Or what else? Like MbL against Doubt and Jordan and Viper casting. Hallelujah. Oh, this could be so good. Oh. Well, Jordan over the Max. Well, the Max obviously would not get an invite in that format. Because I simply don't know how he would fit into that. Like, I don't know if he would co-cast. I wouldn't know how outgoing he is. I know all the other players. And could easily say, like, I will have nice 8 days with them. The True Loisers coming back? Would be great. What's the price distribution? 1k for first. Ah, you mean for this show match probably, right? Okay, then $80 for first, $20 for second. We have a tower rush, by the way, from Mr. Hera. And MbL is trying to play some defensive towers here. And did Hera scout his second stone spot? Yeah, he surely did, right? Yeah. So he should know that MbL is having 2 stone spots as well. Did scout his, and MbL, well, he has his scout a bit more active than Hera has his. Because Hera only has 3 HP left. Okay, now we see the first engagements here. Is Stout really among the top 6 in Europe right now in 1-1? Absolutely. No question. Like, seriously, no question. Good. I think the only guy who at the moment doesn't deserve it is Jordan when it comes to skill. But obviously it's cheap for me since he's flying in from Hamburg, from Germany, and he also is very chatty and enjoys the time with his friends. So that was another argument to surely have him. And he will train quite a bit. Now preparing for the defensive tower here. This will be a very, well, rough game for MbL. Stable as well. He still doesn't know that this is not an option for him as well. Rough spot for him. And Lily hopes Jordan brings his wife. Well, Jordan doesn't have a wife. So, no. Up! First kill! MbL, 1 more villager. We still have the aggression here from Hera. Does not go for his second stone. Has a nice ring of outpost here. Absolutely love that. Doesn't want to get forwarded on that side. He is forwarding the other side. So he has a lot of map control. Compare that to MbL. Was very little idea. Is kind of in the dark when it comes to the continued tower rush. Now building another outpost. Is getting raided even by some spearmen. And is only going for scouts. So will get really tricky for him. Spearman defense here for Hera. This looks pretty good for our Canadian player, I would say. This is indeed chaos bit, guys. And chaos might arise. If any one of you knows a cook in Germany who wants to cook for 8 days, my cook sadly cancelled 1.5 weeks ago because his girlfriend was giving him a surprise holiday, which is overlapping like 5 or 6 days with the NAC. Who's closer to cut through? Well, MbL is 40 wood away. On the other side, we have 190 wood away. Mr. Hera. So, poor micro by him. And defensive towers now trying to go back onto the berries. Kind of absolutely an option. Goes for some skirms here at the back. I guess he cooks well. Well, I guess he cooks well isn't enough for me. I have like some money in my budget for a cook. Well, not really good chicks. I don't need like star quality, but you need to be able to feed like 10 to 15 people and cook in my kitchen for 8 days consecutive. And like include like 3 vegetarians or something. Yeah. Has to be solid. I need veggie food, obviously. And pasta tasty and easy. Well, that's not what I'm looking for, but thanks for your offer. Okay, now they jump to the outside, freeing themselves to get more stone, more gold, and MbL is sending 1 skirmisher. Can get an easy wall off here at the front, and then could maybe go to the right hand side. Very protected. At the moment didn't lose a lot of villagers. 2 villagers only lost for him. Defensive tower securing his whole food eco as well. They built a nice mill as we saw. At the same time we have Hera, quite low resources. This is a game where we always stay quite some time in the feudal age. Simply because we don't have stone, players are spawning so close together, resources are so open. Doubt is not vegetarian. At least he wasn't 2 years ago. Or 1.5 years ago. Some people will survive 8 days on beer. Well, I will prepare some beer for sure. I'm not sure how much beer I actually need to buy. Like Jordan, Viper, Doubt all said we want to go for heavy drinking. So I kind of feel like 2 trays a day? Or is that too much? Oh, that tower! No, it got cancelled. Yeah, okay. Okay, but now losing a lot of skirmishers here. Villagers taking the fight. KD at the moment, 5-0 for MbL. And he is fighting this down quite nicely. Now needs to kill that last spearman, and that's a nice win. MbL playing this so nicely. Look at that. Villagers going down quite a bit here, and KD at the moment 8-1. We'll snag with that villager as well. We'll get this skirmisher, and now defensive tower here. MbL, such a calm and collective defensive play. Absolutely love what he is doing here. Only 2 trays per day, I said. I said 2 trays per day. I have to think that people need to play as well, so they cannot really drink. I don't expect Leary to drink 10 beers. Need to see 2v2 drink on at NAC. I'm not sure if I will actually set up for PCs. I think I will only set up 2 PCs. Okay, now going for the engagement here. 2 spearmen should get focused down by the tower. Indeed, look at that. MbL focusing that down quite nicely. Both spearmen down. And now going for the skirmishers. KD 14-5. MbL playing this like a young god here. So well play out of him. Now trying to chase down another spearman. He will get snagged as well, or will he? Well, not after killing 2 scouts at least. Skirmish has 3 scouts. That spearman is on a rampage. Now going for fletching. I believe MbL mainly needs to go for skirmish at the moment. Hera not with the greatest of answers. Now going for fletching as well though. So that will be more even. Villager count actually even. That's quite surprising to me. MbL no wheelbarrow. On the other side we have Hera no wheelbarrow either. But military count even as well. So we're actually in quite an even game. Let's take a look. MbL, what is he doing? Taking the stone at the outside. Just gave him such a good thingy. MbL, well, kind of a misplaced lumber camp here. Love to see him build that one tile closer. We'll block some of the farms. Beautiful moves coming in. Those skirmishers probably would have really helped. More at the front as well. Oh, that's so open. Just think about those scouts. They could easily chew away 1 spearman, but yeah, he just sees that coming in. And I believe, oh, that's a mistake by Hera. That's a mistake. Look at that. Only 1 villager on. Hera, I think he's throwing the game here. 2 spearmen only. Those villagers will all die. The skirmishers will all die. I think this is Hera just throwing the game at the moment. Oh, this is all the villagers going down. 1 spearman still left. Skirmishers staying on that hill. NTG Hera, what did he do there? Why did he feel a need to commit there? Oh, that was kind of a panic reaction. Okay, I'm still alive, guys, but Hera is not. And he just, against 1 existing tower with less army there, even +1 defense on those scouts. Oh, MbL, very calm there. Defensive tower did go back, and well, the Slav eco is just pretty strong. How much is it there? Like 18% faster farming at the moment? They're aiming to fix that in the next balance patch. But nice play here by MbL. And yeah, just the skirms, nice defense. The 2 defensive towers controlled all his farms. And yeah, Hera going for the skirmishes from the back, got pushed at the front and therefore was pretty late with all his reinforcements. Lost his spearmen over and over again against the great micro of MbL and KD in the end. Just very brutal there. And both players kind of going for similar armies. Look at that food difference, 1.3k there. Roughly 33% more. MbL obviously in the end having more villagers because Hera just felt like, I really don't want to see that tower going up. Oh, actually the tower was up. He really wanted to build that tower. And next map will be Golden Hill. Another very strategic map. Want to see how that plays out. For now, we won't have any more Byzantines and we won't have any more Slavs. Huh. I feel like Celts for Golden Hill, simply because of the better Grush, and Britons for Serengeti, simply because for Crossmen, and Spanish, kind of the Golden Hill. Not easy, not easy. You need to get handcart upgrade before carrying all the beer to your home. What are you drinking? Schwip Schwap. It's basically a mixture of Fanta and cola, sugar free. Yeah, Larry is allowed to drink beer with us. Larry is living close to Vienna, yeah. Isn't that called Mezzomix? Mezzomix is the Coca-Cola version, indeed. That's kind of the same drink. I'm drinking that from Pepsi. What? I believe Pepsi is. Yeah, Strip Shop is from Pepsi. Looks like this. Hey, I could be your cook without having to be paid. You would pay me a ticket. Send me a PM. Hera was younger when he got 2.3k in Lyria. I believe that Hera is 1 or 2 years older than Lyria. I think Hera could be like 18 or 19 now. Okay, let's jump into game number 4, shall we? MbL leading 2-1, putting him into quite a favorable position. And now we see him picking the Britons, and we are facing the Spanish on the other side. So we are kind of needing to control some water before going into the center, where we have the advantage of getting lots of relics, lots of gold, and lots of stone. And, well, water control will be the main issue at the start, though. And I feel like fire gullies and then go for the center. Spanish could obviously be super sexy if you wanted to do something trashy over here. But quite a tight area, and I think I want to normally go for another version that has a bit more of a wider access to the center. This one is too easily wallable. I think I want to go more like the 10 tile passing. Yeah, and obviously they won't get any prize money because they violated rule number 1337, that you have to pick the same color in every game. Hera and the green, MbL and the teal. And for the quick vault here, obviously MbL knows he's so strong on water, doesn't really want to get any land fights. Friend foe color, okay. MbL in the blue and Hera in the green. Yeah, Larry already played for 7 years. Oh, he's playing for 7 years now, though he's only 16. Just think about it, guys. I've played against Stout online before Lyri was born. Well, nah, not really. I played against Stout like 2003-ish. So, well, okay. Well, I played against Stout, and I both played against each other online before Lyri was 2 years old. And both of us played online. Stout and I played as Empires online. But we obviously both were pretty bad in 2001.
Ready.
Now Larry's owning both. Wow! Not in deathmatch. Or on... what is Stout good at? Not in micro scenarios. Okay, one dog here for MbL, pretty much in the center. One dog here for Hera. Did not find his 2 sheep there. Kind of unfortunate. Somewhat bugged. And... well, didn't even push his deer there. That's kind of weird. As well. Actually, we should do that, like show off micro scenarios. I have some still, like Skirm, Scout, Spearman scenarios, and just let them fight against each other. Or the crossbowman. Oh, that would be so deadly. Oh. We could do that maybe as a show match, just like best of 3 and a small bracket. I was a bit late, but only a tiny bit, not too bad at all. And we have MbL again with a solid start here. Pop 23, gonna allow that. Britain advantage, Spanish a bit later. Hera obviously not that experienced on those. semi-maps. More of a land-only player, so having Serengeti as a 5th map, probably not the most beautiful thing for him. I'm pretty sure MbL would beat you in the deathmatch nearly. Well, I played him on Saturday, and it didn't look that way. For MbL typing the GG before me in that game. And I don't want to brag. I'm not here to brag, guys. I'm not here to brag. We can get to play in the Lyrican as well, yeah. Can't you do Aegis with limited resources? Match mini tournament to show off micro and strategy? No. And there you should GG leads over. And then I GG'd. Yeah. Okay, fire galleys now from MbL. Distance is quite long though. Hera will instantly see, and actually he will attack those fishing ships. I mean, we don't see too often that a scout can actually attack those fishing ships here. And, well, MbL is going back at it again. Let's take a look. MbL now opening the doors for Hera, who is still in Dark Age. So actually, ooh, running up this hill. Let's see, the dance will lose 5 HP. Will he? Oh, 9 HP, and now he needs to attack. Getting some reasonable engagement. Trying to dance this around. Probably needs to go home here. 9 HP less. A bit tricky. I would think of creating a skill competition like micro armies, etc., like an all-star game. I just did. What do you think is the biggest weakness in your AOC skill set that prevents you from being part of the very best? Well, like not optimizing my stuff. Like, I still have bad hotkeys, I have bad habits, not going into the best micro situations. And oh god, no, Hera. Oh, don't tell me he's going for galleys. Oh, and actually it's a good thing that MbL will actually wall this front. So that's super sexy for him as well. Let's steal 2 sheep, we'll get the center control. And Hera is actually going for galleys. Oh, yeah. Any news on the last 2 teams for Escape Game Tournament? Well, it's still 10 days to go to sign up, right? Or something like that. Let's take a look. What is the date? 23rd already. Okay, so 8 days or something. And that villager will probably die.
Greater.
Galleys will get a volley off. 16 HP there. Let's see how he micros against the fire galley. Not really at all. And Hera needs to scout somewhat deep, push quite far away. Not the greatest map for him. I will need to work on diversions here. MbL, can he save that grill? Yes, he can. Oh, sweet stuff for him. 6 galleys here for Hera. And then we'll probably see the dance of Conquistador against Crosswoman. Oh, he needs 2 more hits. Can he get them done? Bop! Oh, and MbL loses that. Going for fletching himself now. 3 docks, so yeah, distance seems to be long enough. So that going for that is kind of reasonable. Nice defense of stone and gold, so Hera, even if he loses the water, can still build his castle and get conquistadors up potentially. Now it would be super sexy for Hera if he gets some stone walls up here. To maybe go for some aggression later on. He's going for fletching now as well. So both people will kind of lose their fish, or at least will need to force slam playing ELC. Watch Talk of the Empire and you know more. Upload it on my YouTube. Including the Viper, giving all the infos. .slam that you need. And that I know. Tricky position here. At least Hera is killing the fish of MbL as well. How are MbL's resources looking? Oh, way better here. Oh, getting the extra deer. Oh, didn't find those 2 sheep. That's pretty sexy for him as well. Now losing the fish at both sides. Military count 9-9 though. Barracks in the center by Hera. Interesting. I think I want to see Oh, a stable? That would be so weird if he just goes for like scouts. No, he cannot really go for scouts, right? He will just go for some knights to control the center. He has 7 tiles of gold, so that's still something you can work with. 1 fire tile block of stone. Hera needs to run further. MbL still with 2 fishing ship active. 600, close to 700 food for him. On the other side, Hera with the same resources, kind of. I believe whoever gets the market first will get up to Castle Age the earliest. We still don't have a market from MbL. Neither from Hera. What is he going for? Blacksmith. He actually has all the buildings. Oh, but now losing all his galleys. Oh yeah, tricky stuff here. He's just clicking up Castle Age, and that will guarantee a lot of losses for him. And he's going for a transporter. Oh, so he will transport some scouts over here. But where? Galleys on the left-hand side, fire galleys on the right-hand side, and galleys as well. The funny thing is actually the center is still open. So you could just go for that. Oh, and we are now building towers. That's so clever. And that's something that Hera should not have allowed. He should have had his scout here patrol that area so that he always controls the center. Oh, what are those doing? Only 3 on stone as well. I believe he will not really get onto Kongs. Transporter down. Oh, yo. Good satanic here. Tricky stuff. Another stable. Still open in the back here. But now MbL is sending 1 villager over and yeah, building the palisade. So clever. The map is called Golden Hill. Barracks by MbL who sees the stable and that units are queued up here. Or not queued up, gathered in. Another tower from MbL. He wants to go for the full control, spearman, and now the fight for the center will start. MbL should just indeed what he is doing here, control the center here. Hera, maybe some fire galleys later on. 2 fishing ship from MbL at the moment. Okay, going for that 1 villager. He has a lot of upgrades. Bloodlines will finish, +1 defense. So that tower is denied for now. Hera going for a TC in the center. Double barracks from MbL. Hera needs to add something. They just will not get through here. Tricky stuff. Tower could potentially die. Now cancelling the spearman's behind so that he can get for the pikeman upgrade. +1 attack won't really help him if Hera finishes the +2 defense and needs to go for +2 attack as well. I believe Hera needs to wall his villager and then he will probably abuse the market if only he had one. I think it makes a lot of sense to go for a market on those maps. Oh, microing back his 1 scout so that more knights can attack that tower. Interesting move. Now spearmen ungathered. Like that pikeman now. 4 out for them. Absolutely need conquistadors. Villager needs to be walled. Hera just running around. Can he somehow get a transport out? I don't think so. Taking the engagement here. Quite a convincing win for Hera. 3 villages ahead. And the center control. Monastery for him as well. He just continues to go for 1 knight. On the other side, more pikemen obviously from MbL. No, 1 extra TC from MbL. No extra TCs here from Hera. How much stone does he have? 535. And if he gets a castle up here, this will be unstoppable for MbL. Now the monk could really help out. This is looking good for Hera if you ask me. MbL not redocking, so not abusing the water control to perfection. Now the big engagement here, but it's still heavily upgraded knights, microing those back quite a bit. Villagers around, they are going down, and MbL with some troubles. And a pause. This looks reasonably good for Hera still. 625 stone. He has 4 villagers here now, and that with Spanish bonus. I think he will get a castle up. Dracon wasn't in the chat to call the GG, so they continue to play. MbL can go cannon gallons again? Well, not really, right? He only have so little limited stone. And Britons? They got cannon gallons now with the expansions, right? I think they did not have it before in AOC. Right? Am I confused, guys? Sometimes I am. Yeah, but how will trash units really do? If he gets a castle up here, he will have 6 relics, I believe, right? He will have the whole center control, all the stone in the world. Could you swap the colors? Grid should always be red. Feels weird otherwise. No. What happens when you convert a garrison building? I think all the units are getting ungarrisoned. And if you convert a transporter, all the enemy units still belong to you. Belong to him. So you only convert the transporter. And so you need to manually delete the transporter, otherwise he potentially could convert back and then drop off all his units. Will you accept live audience for your apartment cup? Yeah, we'll have like 10-15 people. But invite only. Oh, 1 conversion here. Let's take a look, MbL now with 1 ram, 1 mangonel, and needed a small pause. Why is he not building the castle already? Already at 700 stone. Getting the castle up here would be so good for him. Okay, castle now, let's see. Villagers will die in the back here, and this will be so ugly for MbL. Those going down, so it's only pikemen. Mangonel at 90%. Can we maybe get a kill here? He nicely deleted those walls, now trying to get in, but 1 knight is around, and he does not need that many hits. 5 hits, already got some done, and will kill the Mangonel. This looks so good. I believe Hera with the control of the center. Now we need to see a very good boom here from MbL, but he lost so many villagers, only had 2 TCs himself. Hera actually built another TC and has the better eco. Somehow, I don't know how that happened. MbL did go for 8 fishing ship though. Spearmen around, and now, we probably need to see all the galleys coming back here to protect that area. Otherwise, Kongs will just knock down that door as well. 2 Petards, some Kongs. Ugly scenario. Center TC, yeah, we are 3. My bad, guys. You're so right. Kongs will just kill galleys. They aren't that bad, right? Only outranged by 1, will do quite a lot of damage. MbL trying to go for the sneaky landing, maybe over here. Take a look, he has 300 stone himself. Let's count gold. So that's 600, 1.2k. So roughly 3.2k more gold for MbL. And well, yeah, as we already know, mass amounts still left for Hera. And he is taking the score lead now. What is MbL doing? Tries to go for that. Oh, he doesn't know about that gold. He'll just land the center? Oh, he's still controlling everything with the gold here. With the galleys. I wouldn't mind seeing a dog now here. Maybe to get a transport done as well. War galley upgrade could be pretty sweet. MbL going for the side attack. Knows that you cannot really do too much through the center. Monks could help out so much as well. I think Hera, if he just goes monks, it will be up to 4 relics pretty soon. Number 5 is on the way as well, and 6 is pretty close. Just go Kongs and monks? MbL should not be able to hold this, right? Oh, look at that! Spider senses of Hera. He thinks, okay, this guy's not really doing much. How could I lose this game? Well, maybe if he lands on this area and instantly scouts this. And he has enough stone to build another castle here. Beautiful, beautiful move here by Hera. And Spanish bonus, he can just build a castle here. Will always go up. It will be super safe. Up to Imp as well. But he did not really react yet. But even then, like 2 archer ranges. What can they really do? Don't like that he's not trying to pressure some more in the center. Monks always outrange war galleys. That could be an option. Soon 600 soon. Maybe he wants to force MbL to start a castle. And MbL will do that. And now the counter castle can come. Oh, he's just sending all his army back? No, he's not. Hera, does he not see that? He does see that. Where is he putting that castle? Huh? Huh? Why? Okay, apparently wants to get water control back. Could have been such an easy castle here, just right press it with 20 villagers. Okay. Let's see what the monks can achieve. Oh, MbL with a nice micro here. 1 down, 1 converted, and no, he converted all of them with the same. One micro here, 1 war galley only converted. Will micro that monk back though. 12 HP, 6 HP and down. So nice move here by MbL. But now taking back the water. Hera, 20 villagers ahead. No more conversions, but 6 relics also ticking here for Hera. Now taking the gold of Hera is MbL. Nice abuse of that possibility here. More stables from him, but I think the trap war should go in favor of Hera. He should really focus on that, building that trap over here, not in the center. More stone walls over here, at least that's what I'm expecting indeed. Going for demos, something I absolutely love as well. Cavaliers. Where are the traps? Okay, number 1. Monk getting another... No conversion. Nice move. MbL so active here. Absolutely love that. And going for galleys is Hera. Okay. Oh, he clearly needs a war galley upgrade. Needs... At the moment he only has fletching as well. Oh, but we'll get some war galley kills for sure with his castle. Hera going for the water when he has the advantage. Questionable choice for sure. I think just going land would have been better. I think a defensive castle here and trying to control this. But well, in the long run, MbL can somewhat hold. Interesting. Can somewhat hold. Simply by having the water, so. Okay, let's see if MbL can maybe hold this. Still not him, is pulling back the villagers, and he is building a more defensive castle. But all under the eyes of Hera, who sees everything. Now going for botkin area as well. We'll take reasonable engagements here on the outside. We'll have +2 against +1. MbL now up, and Hera, he sees everything. Has enough cavaliers here out as well. I think he will always clear this up. Can easily camp those and can even move in. This might be the moment that forces us into game 5. Nice quick wall attempt here by MbL. Can he do it as well as he did against the Karambit to the second layer? And yes, it feels like it. Some crossmen will die, and this is a nice move. But actually the villagers could just run around and rush a tower out here. Hera is actually going back here. What is going on? Why does he not know? He can simply go around here. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, Bracer now from both players. Still the whole center control for MbL. Let's take a look at his resources. We have 200 gold for him. And how much does he still have left? 300 here and 500 here. So 800 to 900 still left. Another castle here from Hera. We'll just wait to get more traps out. And he is in such a good position. Getting an upgrade for MbL. This is giving him the nice spot. 10 villagers, only the advantage for Hera. MbL did catch up on that regard. Maybe fighting before the galleon upgrade looks quite nice. Both players, maybe even without ballistics. Chemistry for MbL. He has quite a solid damage output at the moment. Cavalier is still active. Can he run around? Oh, and those 6 relics really taking for Hera as well. Ah, seems like there's a DNS fan with us. Oh, also now trying to snipe from distance. Cavaliers Not really protecting, but the repair is real. Maybe should just focus down the house? Quite a nice stand here by MbL again. Castle down to 2.2k HP though. Where are the Galleons taking the engagement the left hand side? Would love to see them at the right hand side as well. Hera buying some more food, probably wants to queue up another trap somewhere. No, he focuses on... oh, just think about it, this army was over here as well. Nice hold from MbL, and this will actually go down. Oh, that was so close. If he kills the trap, even if the stone is in the air, it will not do damage if the trap dies. So the trap was down to like 7 HP. And then the castle still died. Kills a lot of momentum there for MbL. Now going for careening. My bad, guys. And oh, fight should go a bit better for MbL simply because he has chemistry. The second axe now by Hera, a bit late. But where's the attempt to control gold? MbL now completely out of gold. Tricky scenario here. +4 defense as well. So he will take so cost-efficient engagement over and over again. Pikemen now. Can he upgrade Halberdiers? Not really. Going for Arbalists instead. Questionable for sure. Another Kasi here from Hera. Has so much control over here. Not enough dogs in my liking, but still okay. Careening. No gold income at the moment for MbL. Going for the second axe now as well. Ah. What's the idea here for MbL? I see chemistry on the way as well. Oh, Hera found his army back. Things like, okay, nice. Well healed up. Army at the left might be cleared up eventually here. And now is he going for the big engagement? At the moment MbL can still go behind his walls. Nice wall off here by MbL at that side as well. MbL always not taking care. This could get tricky. Can the Arbalest micro back in time? This could be the game-ending fight. Cavaliers +4 defense. They are moving in. The traps will easily go down behind the walls with all the Arbalest, so that's nice. But in the end, Hera only needs to snipe those. Now goes for ballistics, goes back, and he is a happy nerd. Just buying himself more time. Will take good engagement on the water. Now he's the one going for cannon galleons, and with Spanish, that might be even more efficient than we saw on Pont Arena there. Oh, cannon galleon counter by MbL now, so both players going for the tricky approaches here. Oh, gonna love that, guys. By the way, guys, if you feel like you have some questions for ECL, I believe an AMA still might be going on over at Reddit. Zero Empires and Robo around there. Oh, now going for a re-landing MbL? Also with reasonable populations, around 120 villagers, around 50 military, resulting in roughly pop 180. More dogs from Hera. I like his play at the moment. Very strategic play by him, and MbL simply doesn't find a way to get back onto gold. Couldn't really push here, Hera. Just so defensive, and sending that one single villager through the middle really won the game. MbL, this one villager with 3 HP, didn't need to go back if he wanted this. He was in such a better scenario, but MbL couldn't really do that. Hera, one villager, did build this whole empire in the center and won the game, sending us into game number 5 here, guys. What an interesting series and what a good map indeed. Thank you so much, guys. I'm happy with that choice as well. But now both players will be happy with game number 5, because that will be close to Arabia, a bit more open though. and should result into very efficient games as well. Here at the better KD and 3k relic gold. Overall the gold was 14 to 9k MbL. I expect that he abused the market quite heavily there as well. And we have only 2 civs left over, not the Spanish and not the Britons, so it will be Celts against Incas coming up on Serengeti. This is a cool map, but please don't put too many maps like this one, Gold Rush, Golden Hill, etc., where it's all about the middle becomes repetitive. Well, I will have 11 maps maximum, absolute maximum of those maps will be 3. Golden Hill, El Dorado, and Gold Rush. I also have Golden Pit, but I will never include all of them. And we will have best of, I will have 11 maps, so most of the time we will have some of them banned. I expect especially Golden Hill will be banned quite often. Okay, interested cook message me. By the way, guys, 5th game hype, and I think we will do something else. Normally, I will give you the hype song, but this time we will play the NAC promotion, now including MbL. I hope that is working. Well, that's kind of laggy, right? Open with VLC. Hello. Isn't that great, guys? Isn't that great? And full screen off, camera on, and yeah, guys, we will. For trader, this was overused already 10 years ago. Thanks for your feedback. Version with red text and MbL was better. Well, that's why I included it at the end. Sorry, guys. What a great edit. Sounds amazing. It is, guys. 8th till 15th of July. And now let's jump into this series. You can already hear that we have elephants in the back. Everything on the line. $80 for first, $20 for second. Let's see what they can make happen here in this quite interesting series for sure. And MbL, let's take a look. What did they pick as colors? Yellow and green. That's something we can work with, right? Yeah. Or should we just stay? I think we will stay with the blue and red for now.
Kia.
Okay, and we have killed indeed for Mr. MbL here on Serengeti. You look amazing, but would still prefer to see game 5. Okay, reasonable deal, guys. And on the other side, we have Hera playing the Incas. So what can you really go for? Tower rush, maybe some MbL aggression, maybe try to play archers into maybe slingers later on. The map kind of open. We have some trees that have more wood than normal trees. So 150, it's still pretty open, but you don't have to move that often. 200 wood in those trees here in the baobab trees. It should have been $20 per game win. That's what another person suggested as well. But then I told him that I absolutely hate to cast game number 4 and 5 if it's already 3-0. That's why I decided to always go for best of X series. And here I build a hydro dam. Don't know what that is. Here as you see in the crater. That actually happens quite often on Serengeti. We might also want to test out Kilimanjaro for the next show match. See how they will perform. And we have 2 subs, guys. We have now Pneumothorax. And before that we have Edu Tosu flying in with 2 beautiful subs. What is the score? Let's say 2-2 and set off. And a mining camp designed by God. Thanks so much, Doubt. Close to gold and stone. So sweet. Kind of the same here for Hera in the south as well. Let's see where he goes for. We are roughly at 180 subs at the moment, guys. Now up to village is Hera playing this pop 22. On the other side, MbL playing pop 23, and we'll go for some M8As. Hera going 2 villages on gold. I see kind of a later barracks. Also MbL going just no. So both going M8As. We have 27 seconds later for MbL, so very similar starts here from both. We won't see the super early aggression. Kilimanjaro is a great map. Oh, we will see. As I said, I asked the players for NAC what they want to see, what do you not want to see. Now I kind of know like 6 maps that we are going to have for sure, and I'm playing around with other maps now, and we'll see how they will do. Showmatch hosted by me, guys. If you feel like, oh god, this guy, he deserves some love and he deserves to be getting some of those monies back, you know where to find me. You know how to support me. You know where you find the stream where people go for 1 villager forwards. What is that? Is he trying to build a tower here or trying to sneak one here? He didn't even really scout stone there, and now he runs into wolves. Well, MbL can't see that. Still in target as well. 4 militia rush out of him. On the other side we have 3 from Hera. He will have the upgrade so much earlier. Is he trying to engage 2v4 if he has the upgrade? Surely he will. Oh no, that's 5. That's 5 militia. Surely he will take 3v5. As soon as MbL doesn't have the upgrade, we'll take the scout against eagle fight. 1 HP left there. And well, Hera needs to fall back quite a bit. Does not have as much food here. And he will need to wall a bit. He cannot take that 4 against 5 fight, but he is getting chased down speed-wise. It's a lion. It's nearly man. Taking 2 villagers around as well. Oh, that's an ugly spot for him. We'll add another barracks. Okay. So he will try to add some eagles. We'll try to take the hill advantage. Where's his eagle? Lost didn't lose that one. Nice first kill here by Hera, and the intensity is on, guys. First some kills here, lots of HP losses. Exactly when he came out, tries to focus down that scout, trying to run as well, 4 against 4. But as we know, Celts always outrun, having the faster infantry here. And Hera is adding some eagles. What is MbL doing? Adding more M&A, adding some archers as well. Will be quite an interesting fight to see what composition will be stronger. Another kill here at the moment, Hera 2-1 after being down quite a bit when it came to the numbers. Nice defense, nice calm reaction. Gonna love that, really. Yeah, very close series here. And promising to be a very aggressive game number 5 here as well. No, he cannot go back. You can. What is he? He now attacks. Oh god, that will be so ugly for him. The attack will come at the front. He's not pulling the villagers yet. Now he is dropping off some wood. And he's actually going back. No, this is not really what you want to do. And now the tower where MbL should see it. That's just horrible by him. Will lose one villager. And MbL, that looks like he will take the control. Now sending a villager over. And MbL, look at that. He's so confused. You're only sending one villager? He is reacting like it was a full forward. The moment MbL not doing the damage as well though. No. Took quite some time for the first damage output. Double bit X now for Hera, goes for the blacksmith. More eagles from him. And when he has the blacksmith, obviously the villagers will benefit from that as well. The Inca bonus. Why the villagers still here? And that's just so ugly. Didn't really push any of the zebras. MbL could maybe go for those as well. But now first he will attack from the hill. That one villager will go down. Not much Hera could do. Maybe wall a bit more. What can you really see? That's not going to work. Eagles around villagers. Yeah, tough position for them. MbL is going back. Will take some losses here. Had some low HP M&A, but they are still getting the kills in. Look at that. All the army will get cleared up, but eagle advantage now heavily in favor of MbL. We need to see Hera do damage, and we need to see Hera do damage ASAP. Another rage at the front. +1 defense for Hera. That will give him some more breathing room for sure. He's just waiting for that upgrade, and then he surely wants to engage. A bit further back. Now has the upgrade running around. And did he just do horse color? Yes, he did. So sweet stuff. The eco upgrades. Better for Hera. Take a look. Does he want to take the engagement here? I think he needs to. Archer with fletching around as well. M&A obviously great against the eagles. Archer's trying to micro, but all the meat shit at the front is going down. Hera should probably micro this down now. MbL needs to run. Wow, what a tough game. +1 defense for the infantry. MbL has only 1 M&A though. And now it will be mass eagles against whatever MbL is putting on the menu. Focusing down that M&A first. Going for the beautiful micro, but focus down. Wow, what a tough spot. 6 villagers is the advantage for MbL. I think it looks a bit better for him. Second barracks from him as well. He goes mass M&A. Hera, does he maybe need to build an archery range as well? Goes for the +1 attack. 2 barracks running. Is he trying to run around? Raids over here would be sexy, but as you can see, MbL already preparing a tower there. Has one over here, and he feels like he has a timing. One defensive tower over here from Hera. Probably will build another one at that side. Reasonable eco for sure. Push for more and more eagles. What is MbL up to? 0 food from him. He is going for the full aggression. Continues with his M&A production. Some more archers. And quite some villagers on stone. First tower will not go up. He does not know yet that Hera already has a defensive tower here. That will get cancelled. Let's see. Well, building one on that hill first. That's a spot where Hera basically needs to counter-attack. Not really going to happen. How could he? And Hera with his tower defense and cheaper towers. I'm going for wheelbarrow. Oh god, could maybe even focus down a villager. Let's take a look. MbL is trying to micro that back. And well, Hera will just leave without a single kill. Our HP looking, well, some losses, but it's still okay. MbL now going for wheelbarrow as well. Still more villagers for Hera, for MbL. Oh, and that tower should not go up. Hera's trying to lure MbL away. Oh, but MbL, he will get the kills there. Oh, this looks so good for MbL. Tower a bit late at the same time. Was Hera maybe trying to go for that attack? Oh, he desperately tries to get that tower up. This will get so costly for him. One villager down, might be more. He's sending in more villagers. MbL attacking against the Eagles. Nice positioning here by MbL. He has the hill for both fights. The Eagles are always fighting uphill against the archers and against the MbL here. The tower is up. Now he's trying to go for the tower kill. That already cost him the Chaos Pit game. Does it cost him this game again? I believe so. Well, the tower in the bottom is going up in the meanwhile, but still, now 8 villagers behind. Oh, not the dream scenario. Luckily for him, in the Age of Empires world, if you fight tower against tower, hill bonuses aren't affecting this. We are going for the kill here. The second tower behind that will probably go up because he is investing in all his eagle losses here. Tries to wall that at the front. Villagers going down. One more villager going down. And we are back to 9 villager advantage. Resources so much better for Hera to somehow click up at one point. But MbL in the meanwhile took over that regard and he is up, fletching on the way. This looks so good for our Norwegian player. He's now continuing to charge in. All of them super low HP. Might lose all of them to some volleys. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down. So yeah, that run by wasn't super efficient. But MbL, I wouldn't be surprised if we see double stable transition or something now out of him. Or will he just stay on MbL? We have, let's take a look. Doesn't look like we have the farm upgrade, only now double bit X. And Hera is somewhat safe. 4 towers here. Doesn't need the greatest deco. I would need maybe the market to buy 100 food and then click up. And indeed, that's what he's doing. We'll have a solid time window against him of 1.5 minutes, so more MDAs. But what can they really do? They need some siege with them. Can you repeat what you said about the towers in the hill? You know, Age of Empires, if you fight downhill, you do 25% more damage. And if you fight uphill, you do 25% less damage. But in a tower against tower war, that does not happen. So they always do 100% against each other. If a tower shoots an archer, 25% less. If this tower shoots a villager, 25% more. But tower against tower, 100%, 100%. Longswordman upgrade now by MbL here. Oh, where are maybe? Oh, a castle. That's ballsy. Eagle could maybe get 1 villager kill. Did heard that from before. Oh, and now the longswordmen. Do they maybe want to go for the kill? Obviously, Kamayuk's not really a unit that really helps out here. Maybe some slingers could be nice. We see an archer range now, but only in small numbers. That won't really help either. Hera still in a very tricky situation. Does the best of not losing any villagers here. Nice save over here, nice save in the center. Watkin arrow now for him. Yeah, he won't go for eagles. He will switch on to slingers and will try to defend that, but MbL already has some archers out, and slingers are performing too well against archers. Second archer range now doesn't really have any spots to build his archer ranges. Doesn't want to build one here because he wants to add farms later on. So he needs to go outside here. Nice usage of his Civ. Let's see, MbL. Where is he building? Oh, built the castle further back. 8 villager advantage, population huge advantage, military 22 to 3. We only see those few eagles running around, not much else. And now the slingers are here to maybe save the day. The damage output is ridiculous against longswords, so that's pretty sexy. But look at those longsword men with arson. They are just taking down this market in an instant. No villagers even going for the repair. Oh god, that was fast. No blacksmiths might go down as well. No defense upgrade on the slingers. Attack upgrades are done though, so that's kind of okay. Poor Hera, not reacting to this at all. Oh, he got like 3 longswords in exchange to 2 very valuable units. But MbL, he is already preparing the knight switch as well. In 1 TC, 1 stable. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 2nd stable. And then Hera will have even less answers against knights than he has against crossbowmen. Oh, but he isn't fearing any Woad Riders. Probably needs to transition into crossbowmen then as well. His resource is actually looking pretty sexy. Needs to get those up. And well, maybe he gets a castle up in Kamayuks. Well, Kamayuk Slinger? I kind of like the sound of that composition. Woad Rider production. Not starting. Why would it? Fingers, go back. Those are from Hera. 11 villagers behind. That's still okay-ish for him. Horrible, horrible mining camp. I believe like 3 tiles away? 1, 2, yeah, 3 tiles away. Not even doubt would accept that. Oh, actually, I would take that back, but yeah. And now, both players trying to go for the castle. Look at that. MbL's placement and Hera's placement. MbL now mangonels. Oh god, this could be so. That could be game ending. Some good mangonel shots here, and oh, slingers trying to move around, and they are doing not that much damage against knights or mangonels, and the castle needs to be cancelled for now. Hera going back, building another defensive tower. MbL now going for the castle here. Oh, that was so ugly for Hera. If he gets that castle up, he might have a good shot into surviving for longer. Maybe let Inkers carry him home, but he needs to cancel that for now. Mangonels now with the heal advantage. Oh, they're doing quite some damage. 2 mangonels there are pretty solid. We're just repairing. Slingers doing some damage from distance, but not really that much. +2 defense for infantry from Hera. He still doesn't have a barracks. Okay, now I heard one. So he's switching back into barracks. Oh, tech switch after tech switch. 2nd castle though. GG, well played. Hera resigns this one after maybe going for the eco upgrades a bit too early. Kind of sounds weird. He went early for the wood upgrade and the food upgrade, then fell behind in the MbL production. Only eagles, no archers from him. And nice aggressive play by MbL, taking this 3-2. What an entertaining series, guys. I think we can all agree on that. Absolutely love that. I like the maps, I like the Civ matchups, I loved how both players played this out. Absolutely a treat to be around for that. In the end, not the most epic game, but an intense one, for sure. Fighting all game long. MbL in the end, just with the better production, and god, I'm really happy that he's flying over to Hamburg. And $20